Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Letitia Rogers, why did you have on that cowboy hat at this beautiful Southern Belle brunch? Aren't you a Southern Belle? Goddess Lentz? I mean, where is your fascinator, hun? Everybody is stressed for the occasion. Did you not get the memo? We ain't doing Cowboy Carter right now, girl. We doing Southern Belle Brunch Collective and Letitia. Because I call her Letitia. That's what her daddy called her. You had a braided wig on the way to New Orleans, and then you switched and put on a. Who wears a braided? Oh God, I have one, but mine's is cute. Anyway, welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade. Thanks for joining me. I recap your favorite reality shows weekly. Now let's kiki and haha and get into another episode of Belle Collective, season 5, episode 6. 99 problems, but a brunch ain't one. We know Jay-Z birthday was on Wednesday. This is title is after one of the titles of his songs. 99 problems, but a beep ain't one. Don't like it. It don't fit. Why are we doing that? We are in New Orleans. We're not in New York. We're going to change the title. But besties, how about you rate this week's episode? I'm giving it a 10 because I really like So Gucci, Sophia. I really like her. I'm seeing some growth in her. I'm seeing some backbone, some clapping back, and some. I'm seeing something more to her this season, and I'm here for it. So, besties, you know what to do. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode. Would you rate it? What would you rate it? Did I say? I'll give it. Did I say a 10? Huh? I'll tell you why. Um, but let me know. Do you like the title of the episode, or would you change it, or do you care? I might start putting what I want on my thumbnail, but I never really think about it till later, till like now. But maybe I'll start doing that. Um, don't forget to like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure your notifications are on. Ding dong. Make sure that bell is on. Sometimes you have to click it off and click it back on sometimes. And then you'll always know when my new content drops because I don't have a schedule. I get in where I fit in and do what I got to do and make it happen when I can. And I'm doing pretty good about it, right? Right. Let's get into it. So the couples are headed to New Orleans. You know, they call it something else, but they're headed to New Orleans. They're on a bus. It's Letitia and Glenn, Akeisha and Willie, Latrice and Cliff, and So Gucci and JJ. All the couples. Glenn is like, "Where's Marie? Where's Tamara? Where they at?" They're coming tomorrow to the brunch. They're going down early just to have couples time. So Glendale is like, "Oh, she could have brought Rose." Nobody caught on to it. He had to repeat it, and then it's funny. You are a mess, Glenn. Would you be quiet, please? Stop worrying about what she do, what she do, what she do. Worry about your wife. Worry about that health insurance that you might not be having. You need to call Cobra and make sure you can get that. Worry about Cobra. That's what you worry. Don't worry about Rose. Glendale, we're going to pray for you. So they stop at the Whitney Plantation for a tour. Child, I went there myself years ago, maybe 20 years ago. It was overwhelming. It was emotional. Me and my friends, we got in a circle. We started praying and we were crying. You can tell something happened there. The house, just everything in there, the church, just they have signs that tells you how much they sold people for. Like we were sold like we were things and not someone. Just I have a picture in my Child, it was just very overwhelming. Everything Gucci was saying was real, y'all. I've been there. It's pretty cool. And it also it's weird that the tour guide is white. Everybody that works there is white, and you kind of like getting mad, trying not to get mad. Then they give you a drink after the tour. They give you a mint julep after the tour. And you know, mint juleps, if you know anything about them, they are strong, okay? What's that restaurant? It's a barbecue spot. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, it's a chain. They make what's it called? Lucille's? Lucille's barbecue, right? Isn't that what it's called? They make their mint julep is strong. I tried to order one once. I had to send it back. I was like, oh no, no, no. I won't be walking out of here drinking this one mint julep. Very strong. So they stopped for the plantation. I really liked that touch to it. You got history. I mean, we're in the South, right? We know y'all gonna be eating and drinking, but and funking. But let's get some history. I'm always here for a good history lesson. It was very, very, very deep. If you ever go, you know, I know y'all like to do the alligator tour, the swamp tour, do that plantation tour and visit the grave site too. That was very educational to kind of learn how they do things. Very different than how we do things here in California. So, okay, that was great. So I'm touching on this stuff because New Orleans is one of my favorite cities besides where I live. Definitely a Bay girl, but I love New Orleans. I have been there probably 20 times. Love it. Want to go back. So Gucci was touched by the experience of the plantation. She's like she'd rather come together more after seeing what our ancestors went through. She said we do all this bickering and we just need to pour into each other. And I'm like, okay, girl, so since you said that, you cannot go back on your word. You need to be pouring into people. And at the end of the episode, I was very pleased. She was touched, and that moment changed her. Okay, so in my mind, she said it was sentimental for Akeisha as well because she's trying to bring back Ferris Street. Cool, right. They good. Okay, so back on the bus. Letitia tells Latrice that Cliff came by her office to come check her about her attitude towards Glendale and his entrepreneurship journey. And so he told her to be a better mate. And so Letitia told Cliff, you be a better mate. Lord. So Latrice is like up in arms, like, that's disrespectful to go see her. You didn't tell me. You didn't ask for permission. I said, Latrice, you get a little mouthy, girl. You better chill. I wonder what really, 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 that gay guy that used to live with her, he knows what really went on. Because, honey, Latrice is not with the no more. Huh. And Cliff is a little toned down. He still talk his mess, but he'll walk away. He ain't gonna force himself or his opinion. He'll say what he say, and he'll get to step in. So I think they'll be okay. They just, he old school, and Latrice is growing as a person, an entrepreneur, and she has to reintroduce herself to him, and he's gonna put up with it because what else he gonna do? He too invested. Excuse me. He is way too invested in Latrice, and it's a good outcome. They're doing great. So where he gonna get that from in Mississippi? So, yeah. So she feels disrespected for him not telling her. So Glenn has a plan of action, but he don't want to say nothing until he pull up on Letitia with his box truck. Child. Glenn and Cliff also have planned Glenn's birthday party at the restaurant, the new restaurant. Weren't they wearing the t-shirts Taste in the show? On the way to New Orleans, first day to New Orleans. So, hey, is that credited to Melody? Because Melody was the first one putting her brand on her chest. Then Marceau, then JJ. Now Cliff and Latrice, let's wear our taste t-shirts. Come on, Latrice, let's put our taste t-shirts on. I heard that. I ain't mad. So Cliff has planned Glenn's birthday on the same day as the grand opening. But Latrice, I'm not sure. The grand opening of the restaurant Taste or your grand opening for the Goddess Lens? Because, if it's the restaurant, would that be a big strain on the birthday party? Can't you do both? I don't know. So now she mad because she is just like, this man has poor communication and he don't respect me. And honey, Latrice said, and things have got to change. So she is like, she's reintroducing her new self to Cliff. Willie and JJ ask, can they come to Glenn's birthday party? Can we come? And they having a back and forth and back again, because Glenn don't like Will. Glenn and Cliff don't like Willie. I don't know how they feel about Akeisha. They cool with JJ, but Cliff don't really like JJ because JJ is cool with Willie. So they like, can we come? You gonna let us come? And so Glenn is like, oh, I thought y'all was gonna be in Jamaica. So in his confessional, he back on that. They like to brag about their status and who they are and where they going. They forever telling you about what they got going on. And oh, are you okay? Are you hating just a little bit, Glenn? I know you was making good money on that ship, but could you be hating? I mean, Willie is an ex-NFL player. He got to have a little ego and some pride. I mean, he's a celebrity athlete in his own right. I don't know him, but you know what I'm saying? So, okay. So they go back and forth. So they get to the Airbnb and they picked their rooms out. There was no hassle, no drama. It was just, okay, cool. Willie said his mattress was cool, memory foam good. JJ trying to tear into something already. Come here, girl. Like, excuse me, the thought of that. Just a little bit in my throat. So Letitia and Glenn are talking. So she lets him know that she invited Selena to come and she's going to be the greeter at the brunch because she's nice. Glenn is like, you invited Selena? He like, oh no. So messy, Letitia. So messy. And I was getting so upset, besties, when I was watching this, and I was just, and just, ooh. And I had to like, calm down, girl. Let me drink some water. I had to calm my own self down because she was really making me mad. Almost said a few words that I don't want to say. You know those words, the colorful ones. But she invited Selena to be a greeter because she's nice. Y'all all from the South. All of y'all are nice. I mean, supposedly. Not them, but JJ would have been the best greeter to me. JJ would have rocked it. JJ would have rocked it. You messed up with that. He would have been the best for that job, girl. So they decide that Glenn's plunged into becoming an entrepreneur. She's like, okay, they discussed him becoming an entrepreneur. He like, I got you. Don't trip. We cool. So she's nervous because she has to get this biopsy. And, she says she's going to support him because she's an entrepreneur. So he has what it takes. She's going to see to it. She's going to stand beside him. My man. He's a good man, Savannah. I'm going to stick beside him. So she's going to push him into excellence because if she can help everybody else, she can darn sure help her husband. Okay. So Latrice and Cliff in their bedroom, because Akeisha is probably so Gucci them probably but Latrice and Cliff arguing. Latrice ain't gonna live that down. So you planning stuff without me? You doing stuff without me? I did tell you. I told you. Don't play with me. I don't play them kind of games. I ain't no kid. I'm old enough to be your granddaddy. You better respect me, kid. And he just playing in her face. So she told him, there's more than one bedroom. There's some more bedrooms in here. he got with her. He said, well, pick you one. She did not expect that. He was on his toes. Literally, because he was walking out after that. Well, you say what? I ain't going nowhere. Well, you brought it up, so you pick you one. And she gonna call him, you better go and sit down somewhere with your weak beep. I said, she called him weak. You know what that meant. Which I think she meant by with your weak ass. Which I think she meant. I think I know. I know what I think. She pretty much was saying with your, his work ain't working. That third leg don't work no more. He old. He drink a lot. He probably was walking out the room to go take some pills. He needs to go take some medication, child. Need to go find something to drink. So she pretty much just say he ain't doing nothing but holding her hand and fussing. So Gucci called the chefs to come in and make them breakfast the next morning before the brunch. I'm like, what? And she answered my question. She said, we got to have breakfast before brunch because brunch is really lunch. And I was like, not out here, girl. Our brunches in California is mostly breakfast. Shoot. Yeah. So Letitia is very excited about the day. She's excited. She's telling everybody what's going to happen, what time to get ready. We got to get dressed. And after we eat, woo, woo, woo. And was it me? Or was those chefs the same chefs at the brunch with the hot pink jackets? I was like, aren't they the same people? But hey, whatever. Keep it in the family. So this is the first time Letitia's having men at her brunch, and she has her husband to thank for that because he was like, he inserted himself. He told her he was coming. And so she said that, this is going to be good. If it goes well, then she'll continue, with the men being a part of the brunch. Child, she got a new hairstyle. That braid wig is gone. Where is the braid wig? What is going on, Letitia? Letitia, you be trying, and I like how you like to switch it up and all that, but honey, get it right and stick to it, okay? This hair was cute. So they also established at breakfast that So Gucci, now that she has boundaries and she ain't with the and you're not gonna be playing on her face, and she said what she said, we will now call you by your name, Sophia. So I'm gonna try to honor that. But JJ had to remind us that he's the one that named her So Gucci, because when he first saw her, he was like, you so Gucci, and it stuck. Okay. At the brunch, Tambra and Selena show up. And they look like they're going to a tea party, not brunch. Fascinators, cute, pastel colors, beautiful. So the ladies are dressed and everybody shows up. Sophia cannot believe that Selena is there to greet everyone. Not only to greet everyone, she's there is sitting at the same table as them. And she's like, why is she sitting at the table with me and JJ? Like, come on now, Letitia. You did that all wrong. You had all that time on that bus to say that she was coming, but you knew they wouldn't have came if you told them. You trying to act like you trying to make this kumbaya. You always talking about fixing stuff, but you are the problem. Like Antoinette said, Letitia Pearson is the problem. You are totally the problem in this episode. But I bet you're going to think it's going to work well for you because they're going to eventually end up talking because of you. But you are being it's a fine line between trying to help and be messy, and you are crossing the line. Here she go. So, so Gucci goes up to JJ. He like, you okay? He like, I'm ready to go. They was only there 10 minutes. So JJ said bye to all the fellas. They get up. Letitia chased behind them because her feelings are hurt now. We don't care about your feelings, Letitia. It's not about you. Your feelings are not hurt. But maybe they are, because she always, when people don't get along, she just be so hurt and start crying. And she didn't cry, so her feelings ain't hurt, because she normally cries. You know what you were doing, and you knew it wasn't right. And then she says some things that just go, wait, what? That made you go, wait, what? She says she don't understand because she's a Southern belle. Um, let me back up. So, because I'm getting mad again. So we don't care about how she feels. She knew what she was doing. She says, I just don't understand. Sophia and JJ, they left after being there for 10 minutes. Selena's at the table, say, hey, they got to do whatever makes them comfortable. And, okay, boo, be quiet. Letitia's like, I'm a Southern belle. I invite everybody. And so Letitia's like, well, how can we fix this? What? They like, girl, go enjoy your brunch. We're leaving. See you at the house. Bye-bye. They left. So then at the table, Letitia invites all the ladies back to the house because they have a pool and they're going to have a pool party. So in her confession, this is where she just made me mad. She's like, you got to do what's in your court order. So wait a minute. You just said that you didn't understand why they left. You don't understand. But then you say you got to do whatever is in your court order. So do you not know what's in their court order? Are you the only one that don't know that they can't be in close proximity with each other? But you didn't say you didn't know that. You know there's a court order. So that don't make sense. Y'all grown. I'm a Southern belle. I invite everybody. I'm not babysitting. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, messy beep boots. Okay, I'm going to say messy boots. Tamara is the hostess, and she's great because she's an air personality, so she knows how to speak. So they had speakers, someone who owned a limo company. Then there was a lady who may have owned hair salons before and had employees. And then, honey, Miss Nell Fletcher was up there talking about her nonprofit and all that. And her beautiful husband was there to support her. Hey, Fletchers, see y'all tonight at 8:00. And Cliff was honored as the businessman of the year. He got an award, and Letitia presented it to him. Latrice was clapping for her man. Cliff was so caught off guard. He was like, you got me. I wasn't even prepared. So you see Chris Fletcher in the background clapping it up. So Cliff, pretty much his speech was, don't give up. You can make it, And sometimes just that simple of a message is what people need to hear at that time. So it touched somebody. And you know how they say, if I help one person, I've done my job. And so then even Letitia said earlier, if you build it, they will come. And I think that should have been the title of this episode, on a good note. But if we want a messier title, let's keep going. How can we fix this? Oh my goodness. I don't like that one. But if you build it, they will come. I like that. So downstairs was supposed to have Marie's business showcased. The big banners and everything with flyers about her, her different facilities. And so Letitia's assistant, who's Ashley Rogers, I don't know if she's kin to Latrice or Melody at Love and Marriage Huntsville, but this is her manager, and she was supposed to do it. Somebody's like, Ashley, you were supposed to do it. And then she said, you said you was going to have somebody else do it. And Ashley was like, well, where is it? I don't have a clue. Where'd it go? Where was it? I didn't see it. So then Marie puts the blame on Letitia. She's like, this is your event. You were supposed to do it, and you did. You dropped the ball. Letitia's like, you're not going to hold me accountable for this. Nuh-uh. That ain't my fault. I'm like, they forever falling out at a brunch. And Letitia's like, just when I thought this was a perfect brunch, she said, Marie has to remind me that it's not. Because, Marie walks out the room. She leaves talking about no kisses for you. And she left. But to my surprise, she did not leave. Marie is on the bus with everyone going back to the house laughing. And she said she decided not to let this mishap ruin her day. Very good, Marie. So that helped me put this show to a 10 because of that. Because Marie just, oh my goodness. And Letitia trying to act like she don't know that she the messy thing she don't know she the messy one. Girl, Antoinette was right about you, girl. So they all get back to the house, and JJ and Sophia are there. So the ladies tell Sophia about the brunch because she asked. The men decided, they like, what y'all doing? The ladies are like, oh, we finna go work out with Gucci, Sophia, because they've been eating all day. So the man was like, well, I ain't working out. We finna go out. So they hit the streets, they head out, they go into the bar. So they get to a place. Willie asks, he asked JJ, well, how did you feel when you saw Selena? And he was like, I didn't even know she was coming. And he said, yeah, you went to the dark side when you saw her. And he said, it's hard to shut you up. You wasn't saying nothing. Willie is a mess. Glenn said he has been in uncomfortable situations. Okay, now let me hold on. This is going to be slow because I got notes all over the place. Let me try to connect them. Glenn says he's been in uncomfortable situations. And he said something about like, I can't believe you ran. Oh, he said, and I was like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And so JJ is like, excuse you. What did he say? He said, it's how it's like you can't talk about a situation you ain't never been in. He was like, you got one child by one woman. He was like, you don't know the intel or the in-house of how things are better left unsaid. So, JJ got mad at him when he said you ran. He was like, come on, and you ran up out of there. They was like, you don't know my situation, bro. You got one kid with your wife. You don't know how to balance all this ex-wife with different kids and all these different personalities. So JJ said, Glenn sound like Cliff. He think he know what he don't know. I said, I like that. He think he know what he don't know. He said, how the HELL you gonna tell me when you can't even keep a job or find one? Ooh. He was like, that's why y'all miserable. Y'all ain't right, and you ain't right, and you ain't happy telling me about mine. Push on. Child, you mean JJ can actually talk without saying God darn it 1,000 times? And actually, he was saying DAMN. He wasn't even saying darn. He was going all the way with it. He was mad. How you gonna tell me about me? You ain't got no job. Leave me alone. So the ladies are at the pool in the backyard, and they talking about who can swim and who can't. They asked Latrice, can we go to your pool at your house and have swimming lessons? Because Latrice and Letitia can't swim. They were like, so Gucci got a deeper pool than me. And so Latrice like, y'all be kicking me out of places. So y'all can't. Let's go over there to Gucci house. And so they're like, oh, you got a pool because you got grandkids and stuff. And I keep forgetting how young you are because you don't have any kids. So it's kind of hard to remember Latrice is a step grandmother because she don't have kids. These are Cliff's children's children. So Letitia asked Latrice, do you want to have a baby? And so Latrice, real talk, she fears not being a great mother because she's so busy. She doing this, she chasing money. She ain't got time. And I so understand that. And so she says she does not want to be a single married mother. Y'all, she said a mouthful right there. She was like, because I know that I'm married to, his old butt probably ain't going to be here another 20 years to get this baby through high school. But while he's here, he ain't gonna be doing nothing. I'm gonna be the single mama, and while my husband is in the house, I feel her on that. She was like, I ain't trying to be no single married mother. Whoa. She said she grew up without her daddy and it still affects her to this day. So she ain't trying to bring no baby in this world and gonna have to fight Cliff some more about being a better father. You know, he didn't raise his kids. He tired. He tired of that. So, child, then the doorbell rings. It's Selena. Here you go again, Letitia. You have not told this girl that this woman was coming. Here you go again. And I'm just shocked that So Gucci not tearing off into Letitia. Like, why do you keep, So Sophia feels like she knows Letitia is trying to be the peacemaker, but this ain't it. Like, mind your business, So Letitia walks in with Selena. She's like, what? Because everybody looking at her. Latrice is looking at her. She's behind So Gucci's head like, I cannot believe you did that. What? You know what? You. You are the what? You. So in So Gucci's confessional, I have not called her Sophia, She says, Letitia, this is her confessional. She like, stay out of family business. Like, this ain't for play. This is real. This is my life. Stay out of it. You can't stop forcing us to be in the same rooms. And so Letitia's like, here we go. We got to fix this, blah, blah, blah. And I know you followed your husband, but, after the impromptu class, Selena said that she don't have beef with you. So I just feel like, maybe y'all can talk. Sophia asks, why do you feel like you got to fix it? Exactly. That's it. I like so Gucci. So I'm going to call it 3 times. So Gucci. She like, but why do you feel like you got to fix it? Ciao. So back at the bar, JJ is still checking the mess out of Glenn. How you talking about I would be wrong? Wouldn't I be wrong if I told you leaving your job was wrong and you got a family and they don't have medical insurance and your wife got a procedure to take and it might cost her $4,000? Wouldn't I be wrong to be telling you about your life? And Glendale just sitting there like a little kid like, yeah, I wouldn't like that. The Cliff gonna say, I like JJ more than I like Willie. He over there sitting next to Willie. He talking about, I like JJ more than I like you, Willie. And so they was talking about how the men and the women, how they can say they say and still be cool after they say what they got on their mind, and how women, we can't move forward. We get mad and don't want to talk, be ready to fight. But the men, they can say what they got to say and keep it moving, like how Cliff is doing. Because if we got to hear one more time, we know, Cliff, you don't like Willie. We know that. You and Glenn don't like Willie. But Willie said he okay with that. He said he respects all of the men and he wants to grow further. And so then he said something about how he was as a football player. So Cliff said, so what you're really saying is that you was an a-hole. Cliff ain't gonna miss an opportunity to read these men. When he don't like you, he has no problem. He already called the man a B.I.T. Now he call him an a-hole. Like, God, Cliff, chill out before he hits you. That man is huge. Willie is tall and big. He will, one pop, you on the floor. You will drop. One pop, you will drop. So the men are actually going to come together. Their cheers, they going to be all right. So back at the pool, Sophia says she is willing to talk to Selena. Sidebar though, she was like, JJ feel how he feels, so we ain't going there. She's like, okay. So then she asked the ladies, well, can y'all leave? Everybody's like, yep, we sure can. Let me let y'all talk. Y'all go on to talk. So Letitia like, okay, we gonna leave, but that last time y'all got, But it's like, shut, Letitia, like, seriously, are you the peacemaker or are you the messy one? You doing both, right? You put this together and now you talking mess because she's doing what you want her to do. So Gucci is folding and wanting to talk. She's, taking a high road. And now you trying to bring up what happened the last time. Girl, somebody needs to check you. I hope the next episode, we only have like 2 more episodes left, I believe. Somebody needs to check Letitia, whatever her name is. Ciao. Oh, messy heifer. So Akeisha was like, I'm going to be real close to this door. I'm going to have my ear right here in case it go off. I'm going to be down here, honey. And so Tambra, girl, I agree with Tambra. She said she going to pray that this conversation goes well because they are at a pool sitting in a mass of water. Something could go wrong at the pool. This conversation can get they get physical. But yeah, the pool could be fatal. And that was the end of the episode, besties. It's a to be continued. I can't wait. OMG, I do not like watching the previews, but I watched them. I watched the previews. So I just saw So Gucci was telling Selena, they were talking, and she's like, you sitting there with an attitude. See, I can't talk to you. And Selena was like, I'm sitting here smiling. And I don't remember anything else. But we can't wait to see what happens, y'all. Put your comments down in the comment sections and I will comment back. Don't forget to like this video. Press the like. It's free. If you listen this far, you might as well like the video. Subscribe to my channel because I come with it. I come with it. And next will be Love and Marriage Huntsville. All righty. That's it. That's all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, bestie.